Welcome back to some Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and let's see what's going on the lovely island of Fawnhollow today. I didn't want to commit to that. But sing-songy start. I've done it too many times, I felt like before. You know, sometimes you got to change things up, sometimes things got to stay the same, you know. There's nothing wrong with system and regularity, as long as there's good reason for it to keep doing its job well. But if it needs to change up, it needs to change up. And I was like, you know what? We already had a change up yesterday by going to visit Camor instead of Fawnhollow. So why have a change up today? But anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 3:27 PM on Monday, May 10th, 2021. There really isn't any news to speak of today, so we'll just go about usual business. Lovely video chat with your parents. Love that from you, Isabel. Sorry, I normally mute myself when I cough. I don't know why I didn't. Just slipped my mind. A little bit windy. We know Labelle is our... Sorry, not Labelle. Label, keep getting her name wrong, is our visitor for today. Here in Fawnhollow. Got something from Amelia. My dear hero, you know it's not good for your eyes to work in the dark. That goes for reading, studying, playing games, all of it, which is why I got you this. I hope it helps when you find yourself up into the wee hours, or just go to bed, Amelia. We've got this specific one from both Amelia and Vivian about 10 times, which, you know, perhaps it's something where like, oh, stop staying up so late. You might be like, why do you have so many random things in your inventory? Oh, well, these are things very generously donated by Rach from Camor. We did a bit of a furniture swap, so I gave her some ice stuff for her Freljordian ice winter place. No, I've run out of descriptive words. And she, in exchange, gave me some spring and mushroomy looking things. But the first thing we got to do, of course, is talk to Label, who was our visitor for today. And then afterwards, we need to send some letters to Rach with the boots in. I'm on vacation because she needed more trash for her Azorn area, which is like a sort of meant to be a bit of a junk heap. What did you give me? A top hat? That's not really vacation. A top coat. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, we'll do your best. We'll do our best, I suppose, to fulfill your expectations, Labelle. Label. What does the mush umbrella even look like? Ooh, what does this look like when you place it down? Is it something that you can even put down? Place item. I suppose I'm gonna have to think how to use that. Can you place this? You can place mushroom ones as well. It just looks like a mushroom. That's actually perfect. So these can actually be used as furniture items, amusingly enough. Whether they count as furniture items or not, I'm not actually sure. But for now, we'll just fulfill Label's expectations of us as going about a day. So yeah, what have been up to today? Not all that much. A bit of programming. Didn't do any drawing today. Not yet, at least. Probably won't do. Done a lot of drawing recently over a week, so you know, sort of toning it down. And normally it's something I do during the evening. Anyways, we're going to take our stuff that we're going to replace with much more I'm on vacation looking items. And here's a hot tip: keeping them in your inventory means it's easy to swap to when you need to. Yeah, I played some Fez a bit earlier. Fez makes my brain hurt sometimes. So something about, I don't know, I guess over spinning, it's not like nauseating per se, but it's something about it doesn't like quite sit right with my short denim cutoffs, right? Why not? Do we have sandals? Sandals and fishnet leggings? That's exactly the sort of look I like to go for. Not kimono sandals. Actual sandals. Where are actual sandals? Mermaid shoes? Flip-flops? Shower sandals? Not really what I had in mind. I know we have sandals somewhere. Don't we? Maybe we don't. Maybe I've never bought the summer sandals. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry. Terrible pun. Well, I suppose the next best thing to be on vacation with would be Mario shoes. Oh no, here they are, flip-flops. Perfect. Look at this vacation outfit. You don't look at this and be like, oh, this person's on a vacay. Yeah, I played some Fez a bit earlier. Made good progress, I think. Maybe, I don't know. The game crashed twice in one of the videos, which is a bit strange. So you got to see my lovely no signal thing from my Elgato, which I used to record Animal Crossing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's nauseating playing Fez, but I guess around it spinning and then having to think, and then I'm in a certain spoilers. I'm in a certain area now where the graphics looks kind of different, like an old like Commodore machine or something, which hurts my eyes a little bit. So you know, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to record anymore. Obviously, not that I was going to particularly record anymore in the first place, but there we go. Played a bit of fairs, did some good stuff. That's about it. Played some games. Not much more usual than usual dailies, so not really got much out of it. I don't know. What's been happening recently? I've changed my phone contract for provider I'm under from... I don't think I should name names, but basically I used to... The old contractor... Not contractor. Phone provider. I used to use on the contractor, but the price is fine. But the only problem was I didn't get mobile signal in my home, so I changed from that one to a different one. And now I get signal in my home, so I can now receive texts and phone calls as I like it, rather than, you know, having to walk into a specific room or go outside if I actually want to talk to someone through phone signal, which, by the way, not very often. With the advent of shoes, I was like, there's another thing we definitely changed, but I can't remember what. With the advent of put storage, what's do we put in storage? This in storage. Very frequent data being everywhere. Mushroom reef. Is this a door? This must be a door thing. I forget, we can put stuff on people's doors, can't we? Not we can give stuff to them. They put it on their door. Is that how it works? I never actually tried putting stuff on someone's door. That must be how it works, right? Because Rachel's done it and I never really thought about it. But I assume if you put a reef on, well, either you put it on their door or you give it to them and they put it on themselves. Which we should probably do, to be honest. I just haven't. Because I want everything to be in its perfect place before we quite do it. I don't know, let's have a test here. Let's, who would want the mushroom one? You would probably want the other autumn furniture, and I think Raymond would want the mushroom one. Being the farmer over here. So yeah, I guess we must give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Oh, what underground missions? Yes, I changed phone provider because I don't know. Phones are going a bit spotty. The area I live in. Here and there. Actually, it's not too bad outside. It's mainly inside, which is a problem. Which might be like, that's not really a problem. You got a phone, a landline phone, don't you? It's like, yes. Yes, they do, but, you know, I don't really want to use that anymore. It's a bit pointless. Like, what do we need a landline phone now? Now we've got a mobile phone, which we carry as basically a landline, which you have all the time with you. So, Rachel was like, you're going to send it to me even with, a boot pan. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Like with mushroom pans. I don't have any boot pans, so a beautiful is the only thing I can think of. As all my friends. Sending to Rach would be like, limited availability. Well, this one's pretty. Mother's Day card. You know what? There you go. Dear Rach. Here's a part where it's difficult to type. Here, where's apostrophe? Here's no, that's not you do it. Space boot. Full. Honestly, it's just the worst plan ever. Gift to spice up Zorn, I guess. I know we haven't had to send letters for ages, to be honest. I think we did it like at the beginning of the game, and then we never did it again because not many people play. Apart from Rach, but you know, instead of sending her letters, I'm like, why don't I talk on a much more convenient? What are you doing? How do I do a new line? Return. Why don't I use a much more convenient platform such as Discord to talk on to spice up your trash city? Wait, this is a long con of game. Your trash city. Exclamation mark. Confirm. Nearly didn't actually send it with anything. Here's a beautiful gift to spice up your trash city. And she's going to be like, oh, that's so rude. Why would you say something like that? And then, here's a long con, the next one, it's going to have another pun in. I think we got off on the wrong foot. So I sent you the other half. I'm a comedic genius. How do I think of these puns on the fly? I'm just that good. But we need to send another one. They have a daily limit of 2. You know what I should do? I should just... Because there's a Nook Mile mission to send, like, letters to friends. Actually, I wonder if they count for villages as well. I've never actually considered this. So perhaps we should do that. Limited availability, Bunny Day. She probably dislikes Zipper, so we'll do this. So, sorry. Is it too late saying I'm sorry? Sorry. I think... Oh no, I didn't put a space in. LNR, there we go. I think we got off on the wrong foot. I know. I guess it's a foot pun, not a boot pun, but whatever. It's like close enough, you know. The fact I even came up with anything is remarkable in its own right. On the please, Joy-Con Drift, just cooperate. We're wrong. That's not a thing. It's also very hard to type and try and speak at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, perhaps we should just send more letters to our villagers or whatever. So we can actually get that Nook Mile mission eventually. Because that's the... I mean, certainly that's one that's not going to take too long to get. You just got to send letters. It's going to take like 25 days max, like a month max or something. So I think we've got off on the wrong foot. Here, I'm sending you the right one now. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Might need to return on that. Yeah, but you know, the worrying thought is if you send like letters to your villagers, you know, they might... One, it takes for absolutely an age to type these out compared to using the DS. But also they end up showing their letters to other people and it's like, oh no, all the personal details I gave you, how dare you just randomly show these letters to people? You know, there's nothing really wrong with it, I suppose. I don't know why... I'm not like scared about that sort of thing. In the first place, it's just like, I can't be bothered to send these letters. It takes too long to type. Here, I'm sending the right one now. There we go. Confirm. Add a gift. Of a boot. Perfect. I didn't even spell check that. We'll just keep it going. But yeah, airmail. There we go. Haven't had to do that for ages. Maybe it's definitely a Nook Mile mission. And eventually we're going to do all the Nook Mile missions. You'd hope so after like multiple years. You would have thought we'd done them all after 1 year, but you know, we've got quite a lot left still to do. That being one of them. Popular pen pal. Oh my gosh, 20 is the next one. It must go 20, 50, 100, 200. I'm not going to send 200 letters. Are you out of your mind? I'm not going to send a load of random spam mail basically to my friend. Actually, that's a hilarious idea. What if I just started spending spam to my Animal Crossing villager friends? Being like, I need you to buy me £200 worth of Google Play gift cards and send them to this address. Send me the codes, otherwise, I don't know. Because you're being hacked or something. How does that old scam go? I don't really know. I don't really want to know, to be honest. That's sort of like between the scammer and not me. Not shy, not me. Yeah, anyway. Maybe now that I've changed my internet provider, phone provider, I get less telemarketer calls. Not that it really changes anything because I haven't changed my number as well. I just changed the service provider. And look at that, I'm looking at my phone like that. 3 bars. Before I'd get 0. Right now, apparently I've even got a text. What's this text from? Spam detected? Wow. Hi, we have 1 package pending on Yukut to me. I think that's meant to be your name, but they typed it wrong. Scheduled delivery. This is indeed spam. Block this number. Simplified blocking. Stop both calls and texts and may be shared with other apps. Okay, sure. Block, report, and report as spam. Have you guys also got this ridiculous oh wow, Joy-Con Drift really spun around there. Increase of like text spam, which is like, oh, you got a package to pick up or whatever from something. Click on this link. It's like, please stop sending me these. Spam marketing is such a shady and crummy way to make your money, huh? Exploiting those who don't know any better necessarily, because whether it be lack of experience or otherwise, it's just sickening, I suppose, to say the least. And that's an opinion I'm not going to shy away from. What if you do it? I'm severely disappointed in you. There are much better ways you can make a living or spread your business. And scams like that are not the way forward. Anyway, not really the place to have that change really go be meaningful, you know, in the middle of an Animal Crossing video on the internet that very random, very few people watch. Oh, you know what's funny? I don't average many viewers, of course, on these YouTube videos. Perfectly fine by me. I'm not doing like clickbait or anything like that, trying to entice people to come in. I'm just playing games, and it is as it is. But one of the most recent Chicken Please videos got like 100 views like on the first day, and I was like, what happened? Why is this Chicken Please video so popular? If you go look at the title, I suppose, of that one, I suppose you might be able to fathom a guess as why, and if you can fathom that guess why, I think your assumption would be correct. I'm not going to really discuss it here in Animal Crossing because it's not super appropriate, I suppose, but it's very funny. It was not intentional. It was all the Chicken Please titles. They're just like quotes from that episode. Significant quotes. That's not what I meant to put down. Of some sort, so just putting that single quote down, you know, 100 views. Which now I'm just like, what if I did more clickbait titles like that? Ah, we need to customize this. I forgot. We also need to put these cherry blossom petal piles down. Why don't we put one here? And we'll put another one down around here somewhere. Over here. Lovely. And then when we get more cherry blossom stuff, we can put them down around here to really vibe with a spring aesthetic. Hello, Bruce. We've got nothing to put down over here. This is all mushroom stuff, isn't it? I don't know what this even is. Oh. Wow. That's a big mushroom wall, I'm not gonna lie. Mushroom reef, we can't put that down. Mushroom log. Just have a look at what these things look like so we can actually put them down and decide where we go. And a mushroom table. Very mushroomy, unsurprisingly. You kind of think it's in the name, isn't it? EA Sports, it's in the name. Yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. Changing phone providers. That sort of thing, you know? Got nothing against my own phone provider. Old phone provider. It's just, sometimes circumstances change and, you know, sometimes someone like me, they just need phone signal in their house so people can actually call them rather than having to rely on a landline, which is a bit of an outdated form, you know? Kind of like not streaming services. Or, well, yes, like streaming services. Kind of like how streaming services... I don't know if they replaced cable TV so much as they replaced rental services like, you know, Blockbusters, and I cannot name another one, to be honest. Oh no, I was trying to close the notepad and I closed the wrong thing. I actually don't think I can name another one. Blockbusters. I cannot name another not a streaming service, another rental service. But to be fair, streaming services now are even getting more complicated because there's so many now. It used to be just Netflix. Now you've got Amazon Prime, Hulu, Disney Plus. I can't think of any more. Mainly because I don't really use them, so I'm sort of not in the know. If I were to get one, what would I use? Well, I don't need to get one because, thankfully, I've got Netflix thanks to my sister having it and being able to share with her. Have I used it yet? No, but it's before that counts. I gotta get Crunchyroll, technically, because no, I'd probably get Netflix. I don't watch that much anime anyway. I don't watch any like TV or stuff like that, so that's not really a big worry for me. Okay, so we need to turn... Well, we don't need to turn this area. We need to put some mushroom furnitures down in this area. We're kind of running out of space. It's a problem. But I wanted this area to be like a mushroom area as well as a farming area. I guess what we can do is have a mushroom partition sort of blocking off part of a... Or a thing we could do is we can start replacing some of these flowers with actual mushrooms. That's an interesting idea. So down here it's all like autumn flowers, and after this part we start like replacing some of these flowers with mushrooms. Let's do that, you know. Will it look good? I have no idea. It might look terrible for all I know, but this is just honestly the most empty and looking mushroom there is. Just chilling there. I wonder if the mushroom items themselves, the mushrooms themselves, count as detritus on the ground or not. Because if they do, that's annoying. But if they don't, that means we can actually place them on the ground to sort of like line the paths with mushrooms. So I did want to turn this into a sort of a mushroom forest as well. So now it's going to be half an autumn forest, half a mushroom forest, which I guess are kind of one of the same things, if you think about it. But hopefully we don't need to. I mean, maybe this sort of looks terrible, and I'll change my mind later. But that's fine. We got time. And supplies. It'll probably look better in autumn, is my guess. A mushroom log. Where can we put this? I guess we can start putting some of the stuff outside. Here, like put the mushroom partition out here. Not like there, but you know, to sort of signify the end of a forest. Swing, it spins around this way. And then let's put like a mushroom log over here, perhaps. It's a bit difficult to try and imagine these things out. Perhaps we don't need this many flowers, to be honest, but it's what we got. Can you sit on this? No, it's just a table. Oh, you know what? We should put the wand on there. Here's a question. How do I pick this up without picking the flowers? It is impossible. Mushroom wreath we can't put down. Okay, put this flower back. What's this? That's a blossom viewing lantern we need to customize. I wonder if we can customize these mushroom items. Let's see if this is a table. It is a table. There we go. It's a very vertical mushroom. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it is what it is. Mushrooms, part of a mushroom harvest. Mushroom wreath, we can't do anything. We should probably just give it to Raymond. In fact, let's just give it to Raymond now. He's right here. Give it to him as a gift. Maybe we'll see him put it on his door. And then, yeah, for Vivian, we need to put like more of an autumn leafy looking one. Do you want this? Hopefully he doesn't just like hang it up in his room. That would be very strange, but I believe these are things he put on the door. A mushroom wreath. I've always wanted something like that. It's weird that you knew. This is really going to snazz up my place. I'm feeling snazzy just thinking about it. Can't let you walk away empty-handed after you were so generous to me. Here, you got to take this open collar shirt, okay? It's been a while since we've given out gifts. So thank you, Raymond. Hopefully that will spice up your life. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. All the people of the world, spice up your life. Yeah, I don't know why phone signals are always so difficult to get in places, you know? Just like make it more accessible. Now, obviously that's not how it works. It's a far more complicated situation than that. Let's catch some fish and bugs and sell them, because that is our mission, underground mission. I don't super know how phone signal works, apart from, you know, it's just like some sort of I was gonna say radio wave. That's not what I meant. Some sort of frequency. I don't know what frequency phone signal even goes at. Now I think about it. I know how radio works a lot better than I know about phone signals, to be honest. Because that's what we learned in electronics about, like, things to receive. Well, just radios. That's going to be like, things to receive radio waves. Yeah, they're called radios. Learned about how to build that. Was it in our exam? I can't remember. I don't think it was. But it was on the syllabus. So that was kind of interesting. To a certain degree. Yeah, I've got to assume phones are kind of a similar thing, except for instead of using a radio wave frequency of whatever it is, but radio waves are quite large, they use a different frequency. Do they even use those sort of electromagnetic radiation for phone signals? I actually have no idea. I've got to assume that's how it works. I don't know how else you'd send things over line, and that's kind of, you know, electromagnetic stuff is, you know, kind of already compatible with electronic devices, so you would have thought that's kind of what makes sense, but you'd be surprised. I wonder at what point in the future we can have phone signal literally everywhere in the world. Now you might say, hold on, that sounds a bit ridiculous. How are you going to get phone signal out there in the Amazon rainforest? Well, I don't know, for one of those Amazon rainforest stations, I think, where you can send text from or something. Like, people bring a mobile phone to the Amazon, right? Don't we? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. But anyway, that's not the point. But slowly, with the advent of technology and stuff, there's going to become a point where we can have phone signal masts, or sorry, what are they called, like poles or whatever, sending out signals such strong enough that it can cover such a ridiculously large area of land that effectively, or literally, we have the entire world covered with phone signal. Now you might say, that's going to be a bit pointless. I'm not going to need phone signal in the middle of a Pacific Ocean. That's true, maybe you don't, but maybe sailors do. Ever think about that? And that's just like a sort of convenience thing, isn't it? Can remain in contact all around the world, you know, if you ever get lost in the wilderness or somewhere else random. I think I scared away that ladybug, I very much did. You know, you always have phone signal, so you can be a lot more easily tracked down, which I suppose is a good and bad thing in some aspects, depending on what your views on privacy invasion is and that sort of thing. But we're not really here to think about the moral quandaries of that sort of thing. We're sort of here to think about the scientific, technological advances which lead us to that point. That'd be awesome, you know. The thing is, you also need to have phone signal which can like penetrate into buildings and that sort of thing, which is quite a difficult task in of itself, I think, as evident by the fact that I don't get phone signal from a certain provider in my home. I feel like by the fact I'm not naming them, it makes it sound like I've got some animosity between them. I really don't. I'm completely fine with phone. Oh, the internet is a bit more shaky recently, but they're okay. Like, I guess. There's not many options around here, so, you know, they've sort of got a monopoly on the market. But anyway, that's not really what I'm here to discuss. What if, like, instead of having phone masts and signals and that sort of thing, you can now use, like, satellite or whatever? You know, you just get, like, some really strong satellite to signal, to give phone signal all across the Earth. How does that work? I don't know, that's not really for me to figure out. I'm not an expert in phone signal stuff, and the closest I get to it is radio waves and I guess encryption, sort of. I know stuff about, but it's not really my forte. I forgot we haven't finished decorating this area because we just didn't know what to do. It's amazing how long I've been playing and how many areas are just empty because I'm just like, I don't know what to do with it. I've literally run out of furniture items that I want to put down. We just need summer festival item themes. Which is amusing because there was actually summer festival's sort of event in Animal Crossing where they had fireworks, but no furniture items to put down for it. Oh, wow, the rock one is the 5x one for today. We should definitely do that. The others we can pass on. Well, I guess we could do watering flowers, but that's not too bad. Because we can just hop over here to do it once we can find the location like this. And easily does it. I suppose we'll do the customization of for Blossom Lantern tomorrow, which is fine. Don't have to do it all in one day. It's not like we've got too much left to do in anything left to do in Animal Crossing, collectors wise. So the time we take is the time we make, you know. What's a rush? What's a hurry? When you can just take it slow, be chill, you know, vibe out. One thing we can start thinking about is I need to go listen to like all the KK Slider songs, so we can start putting like theme music down in places. Like in the spring area, we can have like some nice relaxing John Gada music or whatever. Or KK Spring, I actually think is a thing. The summer festival area, we can have KK Carnival or KK Parade, whichever one sounds like festival music. Over here, we can have much more. I don't know. Why's KK Lo-Fi out? That's what I want to know. Were none of these the Bell Rock? Or was this one the Bell Rock? I didn't know this could be the Bell Rock if it had a rock next to it. That's actually quite insightful. Sort of. I guess it's not really all that interesting, but to me it's interesting, okay? Don't take this away from me. Yeah, wow. Okay, this rock can actually be the Bell Rock. That is surprising. Well, I guess at some point we need to start harvesting these rocks again to try and get some more golden ingots. We did a bit of trading, so I gave each some golden furniture, which is good because that means someone's actually using the golden furniture recipes and ingots that I've got from the game. But it does mean our supply has depleted slightly, so we need to actually get them again when we can. Not really much of a rush, to be honest. Hello, Audie. You look surprised to see us. Surprised to see me? We'll sell our items and then, you know, we'll call it a day, probably. I don't know if we need to solve this, so we'll keep it for now. Keep that, obviously. All of these insects can go away. Go away. Don't need any of these other things. Hopefully I didn't accidentally sell something I needed, but, you know, in the grand scheme of things, oh well, if that happens. But yeah, I think this is a good place to round off this episode, half an hour. How's the phone signal in your area? Because mine is terrible. Actually, it's not that bad. Numbers new provider, thank you. I'm trying to think of like a way to give a cryptic clue. I transferred from a red phone company provider, also possibly known for their locomotion, to one which is the very essence humans need to live. It's in the air we breathe, quite literally. So anyway, if you have been watching, that's a new provider. Thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Links down below. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now. From LaBelle as well. Label. Oh.